All of you, welcome back to your first ever most advanced ICO DApp project, which will allow you to sell your cryptocurrency. You will also have your own dashboard. From there, you can able to control the entire smart contract, see all the transaction. So you can easily able to take the price to the next stage, withdraw the token, transfer the token, manage the token. So tons of feature we have included in this particular DApp. So let me give you a complete walkthrough that what are the feature we have and how you can launch on the mainnet. So when the user will come to your application, this is what exactly they will see. We have this stunning interface where we are providing all the details about the project. The first section we have in our application is top notification bar. There we are displaying the details about our current presale which is live. The next section we have is the header section where we are displaying our mega menu. So we have the logo, we have the name of our brand, and here we have the mega menu. So user can over it and they can able to have all the important links which they can click and they can read about the project. So this is the ecosystem, this is the resource, and this is the explore section. So this is the mega menu section we have. The next one we have is the light and dark mode controller. So user can toggle between light and dark mode. It looks absolutely fantastic on the light mode as well. But I like the dark mode very much. We have the dashboard section. User can click and they can redirect to the dashboard section, and they can click on this connect wallet and they can connect with the wallet and they can perform the transaction. So this is our mega menu header section. The next section we have is our hero section. There we are providing all the details about our project. So currently this is the name of our brand. Currently the presale is live and we are on the first stage of sale. And from here user can able to control their wallet and they can purchase the token. So you can see we are fetching the balance of the contract without connecting the wallet because that's the model we have followed. Currently we are on the first stage. This is the current price of our token. This is the next stage price, and so far we have sold this much POL token, and this percentage is dynamic. It will automatically increase based on the token sell. Currently the price of one token is Itna POL, and I have deployed this particular contract on Polygon main network. So all the transaction which I'm going to do on the main network, you can see that's what we have activated. So the balance I have in my wallet, I can simply give the POL balance and how much token I will get as an output, which I will show you every single thing in practical and performing the transaction. So this is the hero section we have. The next section we have is the detail page of the project. So you can simply highlight all the details, all the feature which you have in your project. So we have this proof of intelligence, we have the artificial intelligence. That's all the details we are providing. So this is the information section, and here we have the call to action. The next one we have is the brand collaboration. So you can see these are the brands which I have collaborated so far, and it looks absolutely wonderful. You can simply replace based on your collaboration. Here we have the feature section which we have included in the project. So we have the poll consensus, artificial AI framework, governance, meme coin, decentralized governance. So that's all the feature we have in the token. That's what we have included. So that's what we have. Here we have the roadmap section. So user can simply click and they can go back to the entire roadmap and then can see what are the feature we have, what is the plan of our token. So they can simply read about the roadmap. The next one we have is the tokenomic distribution. So here you can able to highlight that what distribution model you are following, how much token you are giving for your staking, pre-sale, liquidity, team, treasury, and marketing. So you can easily able to highlight and you can design your image. Then we have this further details section about the token distribution, about the total supply, vesting schedule, and utility. The next one we have is the FAQ section where we're displaying all the details about the project. So user can simply toggle and they can read about the project. If they have any question, they can simply read about all of this project. We have this calls to action, so user can click and they can go back to the contact page. Here we have the footer branding, which we are highlighting, and the final thing is footer section. User can simply join the email group and they can click and they can go back to different resources in the application. So this is the entire home page. User can click here and they can come back on top. So this is what exactly they will see. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply connect my wallet to show you all the transaction. So I'll simply click here, connect wallet, and it's going to give me this pop-up model. I have MetaMask installed, but you can use any model and it will work absolutely fine on mobile device because we have used the advanced model for wallet connection. So I'll simply use this MetaMask and it's going to open MetaMask. Just a moment. And here I have to simply connect. And right now you can see I'm connected with the mainnet. So if I show you my MetaMask, I am connected with the mainnet. So here it will fetch out the balance. I'm connected on the mainnet and this much fund I have in my wallet address. So I have one USDT, and this much POL I have, which is enough for performing the transaction. And this is the token which I'm selling. So what I will do, you can see I have got the balance, this much balance I have in my wallet. I can simply give the quantity. For example, if I give one POL, I'll get 100 token, but you can easily able to control the pricing of your token. So if I want to buy, I can simply click on this buy and it's going to make a call. And here I have to simply confirm the transaction. You can see I'm paying the transaction, I'm buying 100 token, and I have to click on this confirm. Once the transaction will complete, the token will be come back to your wallet address. So just wait. Here the transaction in the pending state, we are giving one poll, and this one is going straight away to the admin address. So finally the transaction is completed and we have bought the token. And it's went up to 9. In the same way, if you want to buy any other quantity, like if I want to go in decimal, I can do that. If I want to buy 10 token, I can simply click on this buy 10 and it's going to make a call, and I have to simply confirm the transaction. And the transaction in the pending state, I can come back here, I can see my MetaMask, and here we have the transaction which is in the pending. Once the transaction will complete, you will have the token in your wallet address. So I can simply click here and you can see I got the token back into my wallet address. And here the transaction is successfully and it went up. So this is how user can control and they can buy the token. I hope you can understand that what exactly we have here. This is how user can purchase the token. You can see we are fetching the balance and it's looking absolutely great. Now let's come back to the dashboard section. So I'll simply click here and here I am on the dashboard section, and there you will find all the details about the project. So this is the global dashboard which user can see. And right now you can see we have this nice beautiful background animation. We have this bubble, we have the dashboard. This much token is left in the ICO. This is the total supply of our token. You can see the current price and how much money we have raised. User can click and they can go back to a different section, and here you will find all the transaction which you will do. That's all you will find. So this is the general dashboard. The next one we have is the user dashboard, and from here you can able to monitor all the transaction which you have done. Your wallet address, here you will find the overall stat. So this much token balance you have. This is the poll balance. So far you have done 3 transactions, and this is the latest transaction you have done at this time. Here we have the recent transaction which we have done. If you come back to the assets section, there you will find the assets you hold. So this is the token which we are selling, and this much token you hold in your wallet address which you are connected, and this much poll balance I have. If I come back to transaction, here you will find all the transaction which you are doing. That's all you will find right up here. So this is the user dashboard. The next one we have is the token documentation, and there you will provide all the details about your token. We have the overview, we have the tokenomic, we have the roadmap, we have how to buy, we have security. That's all the details we are providing. The next one we have is the token sell. You can click here, and from here user can also buy the token, and here you will find the details about the token. So this is the name of the token, symbol, total ICO we have provided, this progress bar is dynamic, and here you will find the current price, next price, and so far we have raised this much fund, this many token we have sold, and this is the remaining token is available in our contract. You can simply click here in calculate token, and you will have this calculator, and you can select that how much money you will spend and how many token you will get. So from here you can able to control that. Got it? Now close this one. If I want to purchase the token, I can do the purchase right from here. So I can simply give my one poll and I can see how much token I will get. I'll simply click on this buy with poll, and it's going to make a call, and we have to simply confirm the transaction. So just wait. Here I'm confirming the transaction in the process. Once the transaction will complete, you will find the token you have purchased successfully. So just a moment, the transaction is happening, and finally the transaction is completed and we have bought the token perfectly. We have bought the token. You can check your MetaMask and you have received the token. So that's how you can buy the token straight away right from the dashboard. You can come back to the transaction section, and there you will find the transaction which you have done. Recently you have bought 100 token and you give one poll. That's the transaction history section. The next one we have is the token transfer section, and from here you can able to transfer the token to any wallet address. So you can give the token address, you can give the recipient, and you can simply give the quantity of the token which you want to transfer. You can simply provide the token address, and it's going to fetch out the balance, that how much balance I hold in my wallet address, and you can see the name and the symbol. And here I have to provide the address where I want to transfer the token. So I'm going to transfer to my ICO contract, so I'll simply give that. This is the address of the ICO contract, and I want to transfer, let's say, 1000 token, and click on this transfer token. It's going to make a call, and the token would be transferred to the ICO contract. You can see the symbol, you can see the name. All you have to do is to simply confirm the transaction, and all the transaction which I'm doing on the mainnet. All the transaction is happening on the mainnet on Polygon. So this application is absolutely ready to launch and sell your token. You can see, you can click here and it will take you to the Polygon Explorer, and you have got the confirmation that you have successfully transferred your token to this particular address. Got it? That's how the transport work. The next one we have is the contact us. Click here. From here user can able to contact you and send email. So I can simply give my name, I can give the, let's say, email ID, I can give my subject, and I can simply, whatever message I have, I can simply provide that one. I can click on this send message, and it's going to simply send the message, and I got the confirmation. and this message will be received in the email ID which you have provided. So this is how user can contact you. We have the Twitter, we have the Discord, or you can add other social media platform. So this is how the user can contact you and send email. So this is the global menu which user can simply see and perform the transaction. And this admin section is only available when you are connected with the admin account. So you have deployed the contract, and if you are connected with the same account, then you are able to have this particular menu. So it's absolutely dynamic. You can come back to the admin section, and from there you can able to see the smart contract stats. So this much token we have left in the contract, this many token we have sold, this is the address of the contract, and this is the admin address, which is you. So this is the overview section. The next one we have is the admin function, and from here you can able to control the entire smart contract. So if you want to change the price of your token for the next stage, you can change that. And here you have to simply set the token which you want to sell. So after deploying your contract, you have to set the token. So from here you can able to control the smart contract. The next one we have is the withdraw token, and this will allow you to withdraw the code tokens which you have provided in the ICO contract. So currently this is the supply we hold in the ICO contract. So if I want to withdraw all the token, I can simply click on this withdraw all, and it's going to withdraw the complete token we have in the ICO contract, which is this one. So this is what we have. It's 100% dynamic and every single thing is looking good. If I simply come back here and if I change my account to different account, you will find that every single thing will be changed. So this admin thing is gone. Now, if I come back here to account number 1, which is the admin, it will be available and it will be back. So this looks absolutely wonderful. User can simply come and they can purchase the token. We have the light and dark mode. You can simply disconnect your wallet, and this is how it will look when the user is not connected. You can simply click here, connect wallet, click on connect MetaMask, and here you will have simply click on this confirm. And you are connected with the application, and you will have all the details with all the transactions which you have done with your wallet address. So every single thing is looking good. Now let me show you the responsiveness of this application. So this is how it's going to look on the mobile device. It's absolutely wonderful. This is the dashboard section. If you go back to the user dashboard, this is how it's going to look. We have the slider. You can go to different tab and you can able to have the details about the assets and overview. We can come back here to the tokenomic, and there you can able to read all the details about the project which we are providing. Now you can come back here to the token cell, and we have all of these details, and the starts user can simply buy the token right from here. And we have this one, we can simply close this one. The next one we have is this transfer token. We can able to see all the history of the transaction which users have done. The next one we have this token transfer, and from here user can able to transfer the token and see all the stats. The next one we have is the contact us, and from here user can able to send the email. Looks absolutely wonderful. Come back here. The next one we have is the admin section, and that's how it's going to look. Admin can have the overview, or they can simply click here and it's going to simply leave a reload, and it's going to refetch the entire data for the smart contract. Got it? The next one we have is the admin function. So we have this nice tab system. User can simply toggle and they can control the smart contract. The last one we have is the token withdrawal, which absolutely look good. So you can able to see it's only called by the admin. This is the supply left in the contract. They can call the withdraw all, and it's going to withdraw all the token from the contract. You can come back to the home page, and you will find this is how it's going to look on the home page. It's very much responsive, and we have this nice drop down. You can toggle between light and dark mode. You can open the menu, you can close it up, and you can simply slide it up, and we have the sticky one. Looks perfect. That's how it's going to look. User can give the enter amount and they can easily able to buy the token. Nice feature we have. So if you check this roadmap section, user can click and they can open it up. So we have different styling for desktop. We have different styling for mobile version. We have this nice stat section, and we have this FAQ section which you can open, and that's all we have. So I hope you have understood that what are the feature and functionality we have included. Every single thing is 100% dynamic and looks absolutely wonderful. So I hope you have understood that what exactly we're going to develop and what are the feature and functionality we have included. Now, let me provide you all the assets, all the resources which you need to develop this particular application. So when we start working on the project, we download the assets, download the starter file, and we can start working on straight away. To get all the assets for this particular project, you can come back to the blockchain coder, and then you will find that we have more than 85 plus projects we have built on our channel. So build at least 5 of them. So to get the resources, you can come back to the source code section, and there you will find all the project we have built. So check all of the project and build at least 5 of them. So to get the assets, you can click here, click on this recent project, and click on this get now. You will come back here, click on this get starter file, and it will take you to GitHub. Here you can able to find all the resources we have designed for this particular project, all the architecture we have followed, all the packages we have installed. So make sure to check every single thing. clone this repository so we can start working straight away on the project. So come back to the blockchain coder. Now let me show you how you can do the final code setup once you will take it, and you will give you valuable contribution that will help us to bring more tutorials just like this. When you will download the final source code, you will get the zip file. Make sure to extract this zip file and you will get this particular folder in which you will have the complete source code of this particular project. So make sure to have a zip extractor installed in your system, then you can able to extract this particular folder. And this is the folder we have to open in our VS Code. So I'll simply click on my VS Code. I'll click on this open, go back to desktop, and I'm going to simply drag and drop the folder we have extracted. Close this one. Let's make on the full screen. And now let me give you a complete walkthrough of the folder and file structure and the project we have developed. So let me close this one and close this one. The very first folder we have is the component in which you will find all the code for the component we have designed for this particular application. So the very first thing we have is the admin function. From there, you can able to control all the feature we have built in the admin. So you don't need to make any changes. Every single thing is dynamic. I'll tell you what are the changes you have to do. So this is the admin function. The next one we have is the admin overview. Then we have the contactors. Then we have the dashboard section. Then we have the global, in which we have the regular component and like a connect wallet, overlay, error, with banner, header. So that's all the regular component we have. You don't need to touch anything, just keep it as it is. If you want to do any modification, you can simply open the component and then you will find the details. If you want to do the changes in the text, you can do that very easily. You can only change the text which is white and add based on your, but you don't need to make any changes because every single thing is 100% optimized. Close this one. The next one we have is the home page, and here you will find all the code we have written for our landing page. We have the feature section, blockchain slider. That's all the component we have, and that's all we have imported, and we are exporting from this particular center location so we can utilize into our different pages. So this is our entire landing page. You can simply do the changes if you want. The next one we have is the token calculator. Then we have the token documentation, we have the token cell, we have the token transfer, we have the transaction, we have the user dashboard and the withdrawal. And we are simply importing all the component, and that's what we are utilizing in different part of our application. So you don't need to make any changes, just keep it as it is. Every single thing is dynamic. I'll tell you what are the changes you have to do. So let's close this one. The next one we have is the context, in which you will find all the main functionality we have built. So this is going to be our toaster where we are handling the notification. That's all you can see. We have the util models where we are using the regular function which allow us to display different messages. And we have the Web3 provider which allows us to communicate with the smart contract and the blockchain and perform all the transaction. So just keep it as everything as it is. Don't need to make any changes here. Close this one, close this one. The next one we have is the pages. So it's going to be a single page application. So here in the app.js, we have done the configuration for our wallet and wallet providers. That's what we have imported, and we have done the global configuration in our system for context management. The next one we have is the dashboard. So all the component we are displaying in the dashboard section, that's all we have. So we're getting all the important environment variable, and that's what we are injecting in all of the components. So that's all you will find here. We have multiple tab system, which user can click and they can open. So that's all we have here. Keep it as it is. The next one we have is the index, and then you will find all the code we have written for our landing page on the home page. And we have multiple component as well. So if you want to activate or deactivate, you can simply do that. If you want to remove the video slider, you can simply comment just like this and it will be removed from the front end. So whatever you want to keep it, you can keep it. Or if you want to do any edit, you can simply go to that relevant component and you can simply do the modification based on your branding and providing your detail. For example, if I want to do the changes in the FAQ section, I can come back here and go back to the home page and go back to the FAQ section. And then I will find all the details. I can simply change the question and the answer, and I can provide all the details. So whatever is white, you can simply able to customize that, but keep the rest as it is. Got it? So close this one. So this is our page section and this is our home page. Close this one. So we have seen that, and here we have the provider where we have done the global configuration for our wallet connect, because we are following the different architecture which will help us to perform the transaction on mobile device as well. So we have built our own custom signer object and provider object. That's all you will find. We have the Bing config. You don't have to make any changes here. Make sure whatever name you are giving to your brand, that's what you have to provide, which I will show you what you can provide. And if you want to import any blockchain, that's all you can do right from here. So you can simply import the blockchain. I have deployed this particular smart contract to Polygon mainnet, and that's what I have activated. So all you have to do is to simply import it and activate it here, and it will convert automatically with that relevant blockchain. So just keep it as it is. Close this one, close this one. We have the public, in which we are keeping all the assets which we are utilizing in our project. So we have the brand, we have the thumbnails, we have other images. That's all we are displaying. So just keep it as it is. If you want to do any modification, make sure to change the images. For example, if you want to put your own images, make sure to design it and keep the name as it is. just change the image, and all the changes will automatically get reflect in the front end. Correct? So this is our public section. The next one we have is the style. So we are using Tailwind in our project, and that's the configuration we have done. So just keep it as it is. Don't make any changes. Just keep it as it is. And here we have the Web3 folder. So our front end is different and our Web3 is different, in which we have the contract and all the important packages which allow us to simply deploy the contract. So inside the Web3, you will find the artifact. Actually, I'm going to simply delete this one because it's not that important, because when you will deploy the contract, it's going to be regenerated automatically. So we have the contract in which you will have this two contract. We have the token contract. So this is the token contract which I have created. You can create your own token. If you don't have it, make sure to provide the supply, that how much supply you want to have to your token, supply of your token. So this is the token contract which I'm providing. Or if you already have your token, you can use that token as well. There's no problem in that. And here we have the main contract which allows us to perform all of the cells. So here you will find all the contract and all the functionality we have included, which allow us to do the verification and buying and purchasing of the token. So don't make any changes, just keep it as it is. Close this one. Close this one. The next one we have is the script, and here you will find that I have done the configuration for the Polygon mainnet, because that's where I'm going to deploy, and that's the chain ID I have provided. So whichever network you are deploying, make sure to provide the chain ID right up here and do all the changes instead of Polygon to that specific network, which I will tell you. So this is our huge section. We have this contract. That's what you can provide if you are deploying to any other network. So just keep it as it is. Close this one. Close this one. Now come back to the most important thing, which is the environment variable. So click here, and here you have to get your own details. So I'm going to deploy to Polygon mainnet. So you have to get your RPC URL for Polygon mainnet. If you are deploying to any other network like Ethereum, Binance, you have to get the RPC URL for that particular blockchain, which I will tell you how you can get it. And you have to provide your wallet private key, which you're going to use for deploying the contract. And you have to provide the same wallet private key address right up here, which you're going to use it for deployment of the contract. And you must have some fund, then you can able to deploy the contract. So these are the three information which you have to provide, which we're going to use it for deploying our contract. So close this one. Come back to the hard config file, and here I've done the configuration for Polygon because we are going to deploy to the Polygon main network. So it's all coming from our environment variable, which I have provided here. Correct? Just keep it as it is. Now you can come back to the package.json file, and you will find that we have done the configuration for the packages. Currently I'm deploying to Polygon, but make sure if you're deploying to any other network, all you have to do is to simply do the changes right up here. So come back to the hard config file. You can change the name. For example, if you want to deploy to Ethereum, change this to Ethereum, and you have to also change this for Ethereum. Ethereum has one chain ID, so you have to change that, and whatever name you're going to give right up here, that's the same name you have to provide here and here. So it will automatically deploy the contract to that specific network. Got it? It's very straightforward. We are using the most stable version of the packages and well audited. So this is our entire Web3 folder in which we'll have the entire smart contract, which we're going to use it for deploying our contract. So close this one. Then we have this environment variable for our front end. So this environment variable you have to provide so we can easily able to communicate with the front end and have the data. So first thing, you have to provide the details about the token. So this is the name of my token. That's what I have given. This is the name of my symbol of the token I have given, and this is the decimal point, which is going to be the same exactly. And here you have to provide that how much supply you have created for your token. So this is the supply I have created for this particular token. That's what I have provided. This is the first stage price for my token, and this is the second stage price which I have provided. Make sure you have to decide what is going to be your first stage price and what is going to be your second stage price. And here you have to provide the hash of your logo. So you have to deploy your logo to IPFS, and you have to provide the hash, which I will show you how you can get it. And here you have to provide your domain URL. So obviously you're going to have your application live on internet, which you're going to deploy on a domain. So we're going to test in our local environment, but before you move to actual mainnet, you have to provide your domain URL. And we are deploying the contract to Polygon mainnet. So that's what I have activated. This is the currency. This is the Polygon. This is the chain ID. And here you have to provide the same RPC URL, which you're going to provide right up here. Got it? So close this one, come back here. And here we have to provide these three contracts. So you have to provide the ICO contract address, which we're going to deploy. You have to get your wallet address, which you're going to use for deploying the contract of the token, as well as the ICO contract. So that's the account address you have to provide. And here you have to provide the token address, which we are selling. Connect wallet project ID, and that's what you have to provide. And it's going to be a unique ID for your project. So you will have a smooth connection when the user will connect with the wallet. So that's what you have to get, which I will show you. And here we have a different explore URL. You don't need to make any changes. If you are going to any other blockchain, make sure to replace with that particular blockchain. And you have to get your forms pair API key, which allow us to simply send email and receive email. So this is the entire environment variable you have to provide on all the changes you have to do in the environment variable. Anywhere else. Got it? So close this one. The next one we have is the get ignore. Just keep it as it is. Don't make any changes. Close this one. The next one we have is the code setup, in which we have given all the instruction about how to do the setup. So if you watch this video, which I'm recording this video till the end, you will understand every single thing that how you have to do the setup and what are the things you have to do. So that's all I have given instruction here. And I'm going to deploy this application to Hostinger, make it online so user can start using our project. And you can simply watch this particular video if you want to launch your ICO DApp in multiple currency. So if you want to sell it using USDT, USDC or native currency, so make sure to watch this video. And watch this video, you will understand everything that what are the features we have included. And if you have any question, any doubt, you can simply shoot an email. I'll try to help you in that and provide all of these details. So make sure to watch this video till then. You will automatically understand that what are the requirements you need to have to do the setup. So close this one. We have the next config. Just keep it as it is. Don't make any changes. We have the package.json file. Just keep it as it is. We have the post CSS. Don't need to make any changes. We have the readme file. There I have given all the important details about this particular project and all the resources which you need to get. So that's all you will find. So just keep it as it is. Don't need to make any changes. And here we have the Tailwind config file. You don't need to make any changes. Just keep it as it is. We have written some custom classes, custom models. So if you want to do any changes in the branding, you can simply play around with this value, but just keep it as it is. So this is the complete source code of this particular project, which you have got. Now let me show you how you can do the setup and deploy the contract. So the very first thing you have to do is to come back in Web3 folder and you have to get the environment variable. You have to get these three variables. So first, let's get our RPC URL. So what I will do, I'm going to simply open a new tab and type ARNK. Click on the very first link. This is a very powerful website which allow you to get the RPC URL for multiple blockchain and it's free to use. So make sure to create your account and verify your account. So I'll simply click on this sign on. So finally, I'm logged into my account. So make sure to create your account and verify your account. Then you can able to get your own API key. So once you will log in successfully, you will have the details. You can click on this chain list and you will come back here. So I got the list. Now I have to find Polygon. So I'll simply type Polygon and you will find that this is the one which we need. So click here and it will take you to the dashboard. And from here, you can get an option to copy the endpoint. You can literally use any provider. It is one of the provider which give you the endpoint. Like now we have Infura, Acme, Third Web. So tons of node provider we have which you can use it. But I'm using this one. So I'll click on this copy endpoint and it will give me this option. So I will go with the mainnet. So I'll simply copy that one. And that's what I'm going to provide here. I'll simply provide here RPC URL. That's the one thing. So make sure to create your account, verify your account. Then you can able to get your own API key. Otherwise, you will get this half-hearted endpoint. So that's what you have to provide here. And you have to also provide the same RPC URL right up here. And here I have to provide my RPC URL. So simply come back here, remove, and I have provided the RPC URL here. Now I can come back here and here now I have to provide these two environment variable, private key of my wallet and wallet address. So let me quickly get these two. So what I will do, I'll simply come back here and I'm going to click on my MetaMask and I'm going to use my first account. This is what I'm going to use. I'll simply copy that one, come back here, and that's the address I'm going to provide here. So this is the address of my wallet, which I'm going to use for deploying the contract, and I have to get the private key of this particular wallet. So what I will do, I'll simply come back here. I can click on this account details, click on this show private key. I can give my credential and I can press on hold. So let me quickly copy so I have copied my private key successfully. You should not share your private key with anyone else. If someone will know your private key, they will steal your fund. So I have copied the private key and that's what I'm going to provide here. So let me quickly provide it. So I have successfully provided the environment variable in .env file, which I'm going to use it for deploying the contract. So that's the only thing we have to do. Let's close it as of now. Now we have to simply get the address of the owner. So I'm going to use the same account and I have used the same account for deploying the token as well as the ICO contract. So make sure to use the same one. And that's what I have provided. And here you have to provide your token address. So if you already have your token, you can provide that address. So what I will do, I'm going to use this particular token, which I already have. This is the token which I'm going to use, which I have already deployed. And if you don't have your token, you can deploy that very easily. You can simply come back here, go back to the contract, copy this one, copy this entire smart contract. Now you can come back to Remix ID and you can simply come back here in the Remix ID and you can simply create a file. So let's click on it here, click here, called token soul and paste here. and you can simply deploy your token. Whatever name you want to give, you can simply give it to the contract. You can change the supply, you can change the symbol, and you can simply connect your wallet. Click on this, connect your wallet to MetaMask, and now you will have this option. You can see it's connecting and it's fetching out the balance, and you can simply deploy your token, deploy it, and you will get the address, and that address you can simply provide right up here. That's how I have created my token and I have provided the address. So I got my token address and I have got the admin. Now I have to get the contract address. Now you have two options to deploy your smart contract. You can use Remix ID for deploying your smart contract, or you can use the hardhat configuration we have done. So for your convenience, what I have decided that I'm not going to use the hardhat for deploying the contract, because some of you will have a different configuration, different node version, and you might face some sort of issue. So what I will do, I'll simply come back here, copy the contract, and I'm going to deploy the contract using Remix ID. So this is the name of the contract. So what I will do, I'll simply close this one. First, I'm going to simply copy the name, make sure to copy the name exactly, and now we can come back here in the Remix ID. I'll simply come back here and I'll simply delete all the files. Make sure to delete it properly. Let's delete this one. Let's delete the artifact. I have deleted. Now I'm going to create a new file. So let's come back here. Let's call this token ICO, and I'm going to give a quick reload. Let's give a quick reload because I was quite inactive for a long. I'll come back here. This is the folder we have created. Now all we have to do is to simply copy this entire contract. Copy this entire contract, and that's what you have to paste here. Paste here. Close this one. You will find that our contract is compiled successfully and every single thing is well optimized. You don't need to make any changes. Just keep it as it is. This is the default price I'm setting for my token. If you want to go like little higher or little lower, you can go with that. But this is the default price I'm setting for my token. And we are setting the contract owner. So I'm using this particular void address for deploying the contract. So it will become the admin of the contract. And that's what I have already provided here in my frontend environment variable. Got it? This is very important. Now come back here and now let me quickly deploy the contract to show you. So I'll simply come back here. I'll click here. I'll go back to injected provider and it's going to connect with my wallet, and you will find the fund I have. This one actual fund I have in my wallet, and I'm going to simply come back here. I will select this particular ICO token. I like token ICO, and I click on this deploy, and it's going to make a call to my wallet, and I have to simply confirm the transaction. You can see I'm paying the fund. I'm deploying to the actual mainnet. I'll simply click on this confirm, and the transaction is happening. You can come open up your MetaMask, so you can see the transaction in the pending, and this token would be, this contract was deployed successfully to the Polygon main network. If you want to see on the Explorer, you can click here and you can come back to the Explorer, and we are on the Polygon mainnet. We have deployed the contract successfully. It's in the indexing and we have done with that. So once you will deploy this successfully, you will get this particular address, and this is what you need. Simply copy that one, and that's what you have to provide right up here. Provide right up here. Let's see how much money I have paid for deploying the contract. So currently how much pool I have. So I've paid very less, like 0.2 I have paid for deploying the contract, which is very less for the Polygon. So once you get your contract address, you are done with this. Now you can come back here, close this one. So we have deployed the contract successfully. Now we have to get the ABI of our contract. So I can come back here and you can click here and type simply ABI.json. And here you have to paste the ABI of the contract. So you can simply come back here in the file and you can go back to the ABI, simply click on this copy all, come back here, and that's what you have to paste here. So this is the complete ABI of our smart contract. Once you have that, now you have to do the changes right up here. So simply close this one, come back to the Web3 folder, and you will find that this is the place where we have it. Simply remove this one, paste, and we have this ABI. Type ABI.json. So you got the ABI of our contract. And that's the only thing you have to do. So in that way, you can easily able to avoid the entire Web3 folder and you're not using the hardhat version. Got it? So we got all of the setup. So close this one. We got the ABI, we got the contract address. Now we can come back here and we have to get the other details. Make sure you have to provide the relevant information about the token. Now we have to get the hash of our logo. So what I will do, I'll simply come back here, open a new type Pinnata Cloud. It's a really powerful platform which allows you to store your document to the IPFS. So make sure to create your account, verify your account, and when you will do it for the very first time, it will take a couple of hours to do the verification. So I already have my account, so I will simply log in straight away. And I'm logged into my dashboard and you will find all the files which I have uploaded. So all you have to do is to simply click on this add file. Here you will have an option called file upload and it's going to give you this option. Now I have to go back to my project, public. Inside that I have my logo, which is going to be this one. This is the logo which I'm going to deploy. Click on this, can make it public and click on upload. And here it's uploading. And finally we have uploaded the file. I can simply copy the hash and that's what I have to provide right up here. So if you copy and paste in browser, you will find your logo is uploaded to the IPFS successfully. Now you have to get your domain. So whenever you buy your domain and try to make on live, make sure to provide the domain URL. Just keep it as it is because we have deployed to the Polygon. So I'm not going to make any changes. And we got our addresses of our contract and the admin and the token. Now you have to get your project ID from Wallet Connect. And this will allow you to connect with multiple wallets. So all you have to do is to come back in the browser, open a new type Wallet Connect project ID, click on the very first link and you will come back here. Make sure to simply create your account and verify your account. Once you will do that, you will get an option called Cloud Dashboard. Click here and you will come back to your dashboard. From there, you can able to create the project. So here you will find all the project which I have created from this particular account. So I'll come back to my dashboard. If I go back to my project, you will find all the project which I have created. So to create a new project, click here, create new. You can give a name. So I'll say Jim Tum. And once you will make your application live, make sure to provide your domain URL right up here. But as of now, I don't have it. So I'll simply click on this continue and click on it here. Click on create and it's going to create a project. And all you need this API keys, project ID. Simply copy that one. And that's what you have to provide here. Paste here. So you got your project ID and we have the Explorer. Just keep it as it is. Now we have to get our forms pair API key, which is very simple. So all you have to do is to open a new type forms pair. It's a free platform which allow you to send emails and receive emails. So make sure to create your account and verify your account. I already have my account, so I will simply log in straight away. So finally, I'm into my dashboard. There you will find all the project which I have created right up here. So to create a new project, you can simply do that very easily. You can click on this add new and you can create a new form inside any project, or you can simply create a new project completely. So click on this new project and here you have to give the name of the project. So we'll say Jim Tum and I can click on this create project and it's going to create a project for me, Jim Tum. Inside that I can create a form. So I can call whatever I want. I'll say Jim Tum and whatever email ID you will use for creating your account in this particular provider in which you're going to receive all the emails as a notification. So click on this create form and it's going to create the form for me. So it will create the form and here you will find the entire setup part. But the one thing we are interested in this particular API key, simply copy this one and that's what you have to provide. So let me copy it correctly. So I've copied. Now I can come back to my code and that's what I can provide. So we have provided all the environment variable. We got all of these detail for the token. We got our logo. Here you have to provide a domain URL. And here we have the Polygon configuration. We have the addresses which we need. We have the project ID, scanner, and all of this. And that's the only thing you have to provide. Got it? Now I'll simply close this one. I'm going to open up my terminal and I have to do the installation of all of these packages. So simply type npm I. So if I show you my node version, I have the latest node version. There is no problem in that latest node version. So all you have to do is to simply type npm I and it's going to do the installation of the packages. So just wait. This might take a little bit time. Once the installation will complete, you will find our application is live and we are ready to test our application. So finally we have done with the installation and you can see we are getting a couple of warning and we are getting this depreciation. We are using the combination of old and new packages because we have to focus on stability. So we are, no matter when you are building this particular project, after 5 years or 10 years, it will work absolutely fine as long as you will do the exact setup the way I have explained. So simply ignore this one. Don't need to run any one of this command. So clear up your terminal. Now all we have to do is to simply start the application. So we are on the main directory. This particular main directory. Now we can simply type npm run dev and it's going to start our application on localhost 3000. You can simply copy that one. Just minimize this one. Don't need to delete it. If you simply delete it, the application will stop. So this will minimize the application. Now I can simply come back to the browser. I'll simply close all of this open tab. I'll simply open a new tab. I can simply paste the URL and hit enter and you will find that our application is live on our local environment. This might take a little bit time and finally it's live, and whatever details we have provided, every single thing is looking good. You can see I'm getting this particular option because we have used the latest model. Now you can simply click on this close and it will be closed right up here. It's closed. What I will do, I'll simply click here. I can click on this disconnect and here we are disconnected. I can simply give a reload. Every single thing is looking good and we have all of this interface. I have also activated this video card so you can able to provide the details about your project in a video form which user can watch it. And I have also added this particular video slider. And if you want to have it, you can simply have it, or if you don't want to have it, you can simply remove it. You can simply click here and you will have the video details. So that's what I have provided. If you want to simply deactivate that, you can come back here and go back to the index page and you can simply remove it from here and it will be removed. You can bring it back. But I want to have the video. So every single thing is looking good. Now the very first thing you have to do is to come back to your dashboard. So click here and you can come back to the dashboard and here you are. Click on this connect wallet and you can click on this MetaMask and it's going to open up this form. I can connect with my same account, the account number 1, which is the admin, because you have to activate. So I'm connected successfully and I'm here in the dashboard. You can able to find that I'm connected with the same wallet address which I have used for deploying the token and the ICO, and I have this available, the admin options. Right now, every single thing is empty. The very first thing you have to do is to come back here in the admin function and here you have to set the token. That's the first thing you have to do. Right now, you will find there is no data is available. Every single thing is empty because you have to set the token, that which token you want to sell it. So I have the address of the token right up here. I can click here and this is the address of the token. I can simply copy and that's what I can come back to the token configuration and paste the address and I have to update it. Click on the set token cell and it's going to make a call to our smart contract and this token would be set in our contract. Right now you can see I'm getting this particular warning because right now the transaction is very high. A lot of transaction is happening. So whenever you get this kind of warning, you can simply click here in this and you can select the recommended network fee and click on confirm. And the transaction in the process, you can click here and you will find that currently we are performing the transaction and setting this token into our smart contract and the transaction is confirmed and we have done the setup of the token. So you can click here and it will take you to the Polygon Explorer. There you can able to have the details about the interaction which you have done and the data you have sent. So you can easily able to explore the data. So it's currently in the indexing process. Now I can come back here, the token is set. Now if you go back to dashboard, there you will find the details about the token. So the total supply of the token we have available is this much. So it will automatically fill out all the details about the token we have submitted. But right now there's no token available in our contract. So we as an admin, we have to transfer the token to the admin contract so the user can start purchasing. So what I will do, I'll come back here in the transfer token section and I'm going to transfer the token. So this is the token which you have to transfer to our admin. I'll copy this one and that's the address I have to provide. I have provided the address. Now it will fetch out that how much balance I hold in my wallet. Now I can come back here and I have to get the ICO contract address, which is this one, where I have to send it. So I'll send this much and I'm go with little less because I don't want to send much, because this is the transaction I'm showing on the actual network and this is my actual token which is live for one of our projects. So I'll simply click on this transfer token and the transaction will be completed. Once the transaction will be completed, you will find the token would be sent. So let's click on this confirm and here we are sending the token to our ICO contract. Once the transaction will complete, you will find this token would be available in our contracts. So you can open up your MetaMask and the transaction is completed. You can see the logs and you can simply go on the Explorer and you can see the transfer of the token you have done, like from which account you have sent to the contract. That's all the details you will find right up here. So we have done the transfer of the token. Now if you come back to the dashboard, you will find the token will be reflecting here. So sometime it will take a little bit time for indexing. So you can give a reload and you will find the token would be available. So we have transferred 1000 token. That's what is reflecting. You can also come back to the admin section and there you will find the transfer of the token you have done. Currently we haven't sold any token, which user can see. Now, if I want to purchase the token, I can do the purchase of the token right from here. So for example, I want to purchase something very less, like 100 token you want to purchase. I can click on this purchase and the transaction in process. Click on this confirm and once the transaction will complete, I have bought 100 token from the total ICO supply. So just wait, it's happening. You can click on the MetaMask and you can see the purchase is completed and we have bought the token. The progress bar is also dynamic. It's working absolutely fine. And we can simply come back to the home page and we can also buy the token right from our home page. So I can come back here. Right now you can see the progress bar is went up 10%. I can, let's say this time I'll go with little, like again, because if I give one, it don't have any supply. So I'll simply click on this buy and it's going to make a call. I'll simply click on this confirm, and the transaction is happening. So just wait. Soon the transaction will be completed and the token you have purchased successfully. So it will become 20 and we have sold the token. Looks perfect. So it's went up and it's 20. So that's how user can buy the token. And that's what you have to do. You can set the token and you can simply provide the supply and you will find that this much token is available. The transaction which you have done. If you come back to the admin, then you will find the total token you have sold and all of these details. Now, if I want to withdraw the token which I have in my contract, I can come back here and I can able to withdraw. So this is the current supply. I can simply click on this withdraw all token and it's going to withdraw the token because I don't want to keep the token inside this contract. Let's click on this confirm and the transaction is processed. And it's going to withdraw all the token from the contract and it will transfer to the admin who deploy the contract. So you can see the transaction is completed and we have withdrawn the token. So every single thing is looking fine. I hope you have understood that how powerful application is this and you can easily able to sell your token. And this is what you have to do. This one is a really advanced feature we have included. So I can simply come back here, go back to the dashboard, and that's what we have. I can simply click on my MetaMask. I can simply click here and I can connect my wallet. Connect my wallet. And finally, my wallet is connected. And you can see we have withdrawn all the token. That's why it's 100%. So that's how you can able to do the setup of the project. That's how you can able to allow user to buy your token. I hope you have understood every single architecture. Now let me show you how you can deploy this application to Hostinger and make it live so other can start buying your token. So what I will do, I'll simply come back to my code. We're ready for the deployment. So make sure to provide your domain URL. So I already have my domain. So I'll simply come back here. I'll open up my new tab and type. This is my actual website, which I'm going to use it for deployment. So that's the domain URL. I'll simply come back here. And that's what I'm going to provide. So make sure to provide your domain URL, whatever the name you have taken, that's what you have to provide. Got it? Now simply close this one. Make sure to remove the environment variable which you have provided, but we haven't used it. So you can simply remove the environment variables like private key. So I have removed my environment variable from here like private key and the vault address. So make sure to remove it. Close this one. Now we have to execute this particular command. So come back here and we have to run this particular command, build command. So open up your terminal. Stop the application from running, clear up your terminal, type npm run build and hit enter. The moment you will hit enter, it's going to compress the entire project code and it will give you the static model which we have to deploy. That's why we are focusing on stability, because once we'll have the static module, it will work absolutely fine. So finally the process is started and you will find that our project is got compressed successfully and we got the static model and we have successfully generated our out folder. So you will find this out folder in which you will have the complete source code of this project. And this is the entire code which you have inside the out folder we have to deploy to Hostinger. So I'll simply close this one. Close this one. Now let's deploy. Now let me show you how you can deploy this application online so other can start using your project. So you can come back to the readme file and there you will find all the details I have provided, that which hosting provider you have to use. So you can use Hostinger, which is really powerful and they have incredible support. They have backup system and currently they are offering more than 55% discount. So you can simply copy this one and you can simply copy, come back here, click on this, paste this URL. And when you will use this particular URL, you will get 50 to 70% discount on your first purchase. So from here, you can able to read about this particular hosting provider. It's really powerful and they have an incredible support and backup system. So currently they are offering in a very cheap price. I'm from India, but no matter which part of the world you are, you will get a 75% discount in all the services which they are providing. So if you come back here, you can able to compare that which package you want to take. So if you are starting up with a small project, you can pick this one, but I would highly encourage you to take the premium one, which is very much affordable and you can easily able to have a lot of feature in that. So you can see what you will get in the premium. You can pick any one. Starter, for this one is for single website and this one is for multiple website, in which you will have a lot of extra feature. So you will have up to 10 website you can host, manage Hostinger, like monthly visitor, storage. That's all you will find. You will also get a free domain in the premium plan, which you can use it. You will have a dedicated IPFS. If you want to use WordPress management, you can do that. If you can see the AI hosting builder, you will get that. You will have the security modules. You will have the support. So they will give you incredible support. Like all the project which I have built, the support is absolutely incredible. What are the other things you will get? You can simply compare your plan. So you can pick either single if you are going with this particular project, or you can go with the premium if you want to scale it up and have more visitor. So I'm going to buy the premium feature for this particular project for deploying. So click on this choose plan and you will come back here. So you can create your account. I'll go to select Google for it, click here, and I have to pick my account which I'm going to use for creating. So I'll select this one and just move it in my cart section. So here I can able to find the details about the service which I have picked. It's a premium one, and by default it will be selected 48 month, but I want to show you as a demo purpose, so I will go with 1 month, but I would encourage you to pick either for 24 or you can go for 48 month. In that way you will have the maximum discount. So I'll pick 1 month, and here it's going to cost me this, and I want to also get the domain because currently to get a free domain it's available in 12-month plan. So if you buy the 12-month plan, then you will get a free domain, but it's not available in 1 month. So I'm going to simply buy a domain right from here. So I'll say coders dash projects. So this is the domain name which I'm going to pick, and here you will find that what are the domain name is available, so you can pick from yours end. And I have to find the like cheapest one is going to be this one. It's very cheap and it's going to be valid for 1 year. So finally I have bought the domain. It's valid for 1 year, and I can select the extension I want to use if I want to pick any one, but I'm okay with this, the store one. And this much money I have to pay, so I have to simply click on this continue, and here it's going to redirect me right up here. Finally I'm redirect here in the payment page. So let me quickly make the payment. So I'm buying two things, like first is the hosting premium and the domain, and you can see that I'm paying very minimum. It's just for 1 month I'm buying. So let me continue with the payment. So finally I've done with the payment. After completing the payment, I'm redirect here, so you can simply select my business, and you can simply click on next, and it will ask you a couple of things that how you want to create, like migrate a website, grant as a developer to do for me, or you can simply go to this instance. Here it will ask you to pick different providers, like you want to use hosting a website builder, or you can do anything. So what I will do, I'll simply come back here and I'm going to open a new tab, because once you do that you can simply come back here to hostinger, or I can simply copy this one to get it to my account. So I'll simply paste here. So make sure come back to the hostinger. We have done with account creation. Now I can simply log into my account straight away. And finally you can see after creating my account, I have successfully logged in, and you can able to find the dashboard. Now I can easily able to see all the details. So if I come back to the domains, there you will find that my portfolio, I can able to see the domain which I have bought. So this is the one which I have bought, and I haven't done the setup. So to do that, I can simply click on this setup, and here it will ask me that how I want to do the setup. I can set the country, which is India. I can set it for personal, or I cannot set it for organization. So you can set it for anything. The setup is going to be exactly the same. So let's select for organization, click on next step, and here you have to fill out all the details about your domain, so it would be registered. So make sure to fill out the details properly. Now I can click on this finish registration, and here you will find that my domain is getting registered based on the details which I have provided. So that's the first thing you have to do. Go back to your domain and do the proper registration, so you will have a valid domain available which you can use in your project. So here you can see it will complete soon. So the setup is completed. Now I can click on this continue, and I will come back to my dashboard, and here you will find the details. If you go back to the domain, then you will find that the domain verification isn't pending because it's happening, the verification now. Soon it will complete. Now once we're done with that, now you can come back to the website, and here you will find the list of websites. So click here, and right now we don't have any website yet. So what we have to do is we have to simply upload the code we have generated to do the setup. So we say start, continue setup, click here, and you will come back here, and here you will ask you that how you want to provide and host the application. So we'll say empty HTML website. So click on this, and from here you have to pick the domain which one you want to use. So this is the domain which we have bought, so I'm going to select this one. I've selected that. Now I can click on this next, and it's going to simply go to the next step, and from here I can select the region of my location. So based on your audience where you are targeting, you have to pick. I will go with India, which is going to cover almost every single portion. So I'll simply select continue, and here the project is initialized. So we are successfully creating the project. Let's wait. Once the project will create successfully, then we can easily able to perform the transaction. And here you will come back to your dashboard. From there you can able to control the entire website. Here you will find all the thing which you have in your control, like hosting plan. You can able to check the performance. You can able to check the analytics, security, email, domain, website files. That's all you will find here. Right now you can see we have selected this domain. That's what we have connected. And currently this domain is not activated. It will take up to 24 hours because just now we have created and bought the domain. And here you will find the details about the domain. So if you click here, and you will have the details about the domain, the activation, the verification is in the process, the email ID and the price. That's all you will find. If you come back to the DNS name server, from here you can able to configure any DNS which you want to configure. Like you can child name, DNS, that's all you will find. Domain ownership, that's all you can able to check. So come back here. I'll go back to the home, and here we will find all the projects. So I'll go back here, go back to the website list, and I can select the website I have, go back to my dashboard. So I'll come back to my dashboard. This is the hosting, this is the email. So if you want to set the email, you can do that. Now we have to upload our code. So our website is running smoothly. Now to upload the code, all we have to do is to simply click on this file manager, and it will open this particular model, and from here you have to upload our file. So we have to simply click here, go open this particular folder, and we can simply delete this one. It's not that important. Simply delete this one, and we have to upload the folder. So click here, and here we can simply upload a folder or upload a file. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply close this one. I'm going to open my project which we have here. So this is the one we have, and this is the output folder we have generated. In that we have the complete source code of the project. So all we have to do is to simply select this one and drag and drop here and close this one. You can see the folder and files is got uploaded successfully. Here we have all of things. Every single thing is looking good. This is the 404, and this is the starting page of our application. If you open that, there you will find all the details. Perfect. So let me close this one. Now let me give a quickly reload, and here we have uploaded that. Now you will find that, come back to the packages and the file manager, and you will find the files we have uploaded successfully. It's reflecting here inside the public folder. Got it? So this is the one thing you have to do. Now come back to the dashboard, and I can simply come back here. I have to wait for at least 24 hours to get it activated. Once we'll activate, the website is live and you are easily able to interact and make the transaction. If you want to clear the cache, what happened, we make any changes in the project and we don't want to have the same copy of the code in different browsers. So we have to clear the caches. We can simply click here and you can able to clear all the cache. So let's call this clear cache, and the cache is clear. So it will take up to 24 hours to get fully activated. So after waiting for 24 hours, finally our application is live on internet, on Hostinger, and now user can start buying your token. You can share the URL, you can do the marketing, and user will purchase and you will get the fund right in your wallet address. So I hope you have understood that how every single thing is working and how we have done the setup. So this project is really powerful, which allow you to sell your cryptocurrency and raise capital for your project. So that's the only thing I want to cover in this video. I hope you have understood all the feature functionality we have included and how everything is working. So with that, I'm ending this video. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.